Our first inductee is Dr. John Klotz, a renowned researcher and urban entomology specialist at the University of California, Riverside. If you use baits or have attended an urban entomology conference at Riverside, chances are you have Dr. Klotz to thank. Here's a brief look at both Dr. Klotz's life and industry contributions.
Dr. John Klotz's interest in ants and other insects took hold as a youngster living on a farm in rural Kansas, collecting insects and exploring the woods and creeks. After a stint in the United States Navy, Dr. Klotz went for his undergraduate degree in biology, graduating in 1976 from Rockhurst College in Kansas City, Missouri. Dr. Klotz then decided to focus on his love of insects, earning master's and doctoral degrees in entomology from the University of Kansas. After 3 years of teaching middle school in Kansas, Dr. Klotz longed for a life near the ocean. He headed to California and in 1988 got a job at Lloyd Pest Control, fell in love with his wife, Jenny, and began working with Herb Field, whom he said taught him about the pest management industry. In 1990, the same year he got married, Dr. Klotz relocated to Indiana and joined Purdue University's Center for Urban and Industrial Pest Management. He worked with Dr. Byron Reed, as well as fellow PMP Hall of Famers Dr. Gary Bennett and Dr. Bobby Corrigan. In 1993, Dr. Klotz moved to Florida and joined the United States Department of Agriculture's Agricultural Research Service Center for Medical, Agricultural, and Veterinary Entomology Research Laboratory in Gainesville. His team included Dr. David Oy, Dr. Karen Vale, Dr. Jim Moss, and Dr. Lloyd Davis, Jr. From 1996 until his retirement and relocation to Sedona, Arizona in 2009, Dr. Klotz was a research and extension entomologist at the University of California, Riverside. It was during this period that he co-wrote 3 books: Carpenter Ants of the United States and Canada, Urban Ants of North America and Europe, and Urban Pest Management of Ants of California. In addition to his work on insect research, teaching, and extension, Dr. Klotz organized University of California Riverside's annual Urban Pest Management Conference from 1997 to 2009. After retirement, Dr. Klotz still kept a hand in research. In 2010, he worked with his medical professor brother, Dr. Stephen Klotz, as well as Drs. Jack Pinnas, Justin Schmidt, and Mark Mosbacher, on investigating anaphylactic and other reactions to kissing bugs. But in late 2011, the unthinkable occurred. Dr. Klotz, who swam daily, went into sudden death cardiac arrest while in the pool at his local gym. Thankfully, he was given CPR on the spot by fellow swimmers, but Dr. Klotz remained in a coma for 8 days with chemical pneumonia and anoxia. He has no memory of what happened, but with the help and support of his wife and physical therapists, he has made great progress with his recovery. Now 71 years old, Dr. Klotz is unable to travel from Arizona to accept his award in person, but told PMP Magazine that he was thrilled, humbled, and honored about his Hall of Fame status, adding, "The pest control industry has provided me the opportunity to contribute in a small way to its success."
Ladies and gentlemen, here to accept Dr. Klotz's award is his good friend Dr. Gary Bennett, who is also a member of our PMP Hall of Fame class of 2006.
About 30 years ago, Lady Luck came my way, and I received a call from John Klotz. And he was looking for an opportunity to get back into research and teaching and working with the industry, although he had already been with Lloyd's Pest Control for a number of years. And so I readily accepted him to come and work at Purdue. And he worked with all of our folks there in the pest control industry and studied the carpenter ant, the eastern carpenter ant, and just did a great job. And we were happy to have him. But if you know what postdoc opportunities are like, They only last a couple, 3, maybe 4 years at the most, and then you have to move on to something that's a little more permanent. So I was actually happy to see John move to Florida and work with the USDA down there in their ant program, and then ultimately receive a faculty position at the University of California, Riverside. John knew more about ants than anybody I know. And so I continue to call him anytime there's something that I need to know. He will know. Even though he's retired and has moved to Sedona, Arizona, which is not a bad place to retire to. He would like for you to know that he has lots of rattlesnakes and tarantulas and kissing bugs, those that transmit Chagas disease, and even rednecks. So he says, all of those have been in my home except for the rattlesnake. So John is a good guy, and he relates to a lot of people, and they fit in really well with what John does. He's been a great colleague, a great collaborator, and I love him dearly. I'm sorry he couldn't be here tonight to accept this award, but I congratulate John on a great career and his service to this industry, and I thank John greatly for that.